present to you the Christmas tree. So here. The pretend Santa gets to work only one day a year, but we, the real ones, we get to work every day. We get to spread joy. We get to give gifts. We get to help those who need help and plant smiles where there are frowns. Can't even begin to describe how mad I am right now. Charles Dickens is giving me life. Yesterday, I talked to Deborah from Booking with Deborah. Actually, I was watching her video in the morning, and then I had to go. She was explaining that there was a read-along going on of A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. And I thought, like, oh, I ordered A Christmas Carol, but it still hasn't arrived, so I'll probably just listen to it on audio because I really want to participate in this read-along. And then I left the house, and there it was, like right after I saw her video, it was there. I told her about it. She was like, it's a little bit spooky. Must be the ghost of Christmas doing his thing. So I'm really excited to show you my beautiful copy. Look at it. I already started it last night and I got up to page 19, and I'm supposed to read like 10 more pages today because tomorrow we'll be talking about stave 1, which is the first 30 pages. Now let's go make some tea and just read. Carol is just wonderful, but you know what, guys? I had no idea it was going to be a ghost story. I thought it was going to be like, oh, a Christmas Carol, right? So everyone's singing, everyone's happy. Nobody's happy, especially the main character. So imagine like thinking it was going to be just like a cozy read, and reading the first sentence that says, Marley was dead to begin with. I was like, wait a second. I thought we left ghosts and stuff in October and Halloween. But no, it's essentially a ghost story, and I'm really enjoying it so far. And so I read the first stave and a little bit of the second stave as well, and I watched Katie from Books and Things. I watched her analysis, and it was really, really good. So she actually explained that in the time period when this was written, ghost stories were very, very common. Like it was a thing to do, right? Talk and to read about ghost stories for Christmas. So that was really nice to learn. And also just Katie just did a great job on analyzing the first stave. So I don't want to read this too fast. I want to wait for these videos and just take my time and analyze, write down my favorite quotes, what I liked about this, and things like that. So that's why I decided to pick up another book, which is Skipping Christmas by John Grisham. And I read this 10 years ago. It's so funny because I was living in Alabama at the time, and I was really missing my family in Serbia. And when I so basically I wasn't in the mood for Christmas. I remember I bought it in December. I saw this in a bookstore, and I felt it like so profoundly in my soul, skipping Christmas, that I wanted to skip Christmas because I was just feeling nostalgic. And I remember it being a
a very nice read, although I don't remember any details or anything. But basically, it's a classic tale for modern times. And it offers a hilarious look at the chaos and frenzy that have become part of our holiday tradition. And I just feel like it would be nice to read it now, because I think that one of the characters in this book realizes just how much money they spent every year for Christmas. And I mean, I'm the same, right? I just got my phone case that's Christmassy, and the slippers that I just showed you, the this little guy. So it's just a lot. So it's not like I regret it. I don't regret it, but still it would be nice to just discuss it. So I'll be back with my thoughts on this book a little bit later. Let's just now let's go ahead and make some coffee. You know, I make mean cappuccinos, so I want to show you my cappuccino. Wish you could try it. Oh, and I feel like you couldn't really see this very serene sloth that my friend drew for me. Hey friends, we gotta talk, because this book is not good. It's like, it's so bad. So I gotta bring my friend along, and we're gonna discuss this because it's serious. There's no reason for anyone to read this book. There's this couple whose daughter goes somewhere, and she's not going to be there for Christmas, and they don't want to celebrate, like they want to skip Christmas instead. So they want to avoid this holiday chaos and frenzy and spending money. Like they say that they usually spend like $6,000 every Christmas. So what they want to do instead is go on a cruise. Just let that sink in. They don't want to spend money, but they want to go on a cruise and probably spend even more than $6,000. I mean, can't even begin to describe how mad I am right now. Apparently, so I looked this up, and apparently it's like comedic fiction. And do I look entertained? I don't think I do. So either I had a better sense of humor 10 years ago, or this book is just crap. Excuse my French. I present to you the Christmas tree. So here. So I picked up another book to read, and it is Snow Day. And I'm so glad I did. Again, another one that I bought like 8 or 9 years ago. And it's such a fluffy, Christmassy book, and I highly recommend it. I only have like 50 pages left, and after the chaos of skipping Christmas, I'm really glad I chose this book to read, because it's just so, it gives you so much hope, and that's what we need around the holidays, right? Book, we follow a father of two, and he has a steady job, but one day he finds out that he'll be fired. However, it starts snowing and he can't go to work, and he can't be fired because he's not at work, right? And so he uses his day off, his snow day, to indulge in some people watching, and he ends up witnessing a lot of different situations that just bring so much hope. So for example, he witnesses a man following a child around the store, around the supermarket, and he thinks that he's going to hurt him or do something bad to him. But instead,
he actually ends up buying the child the present that he asked his parents for, that his parents didn't have enough money. Like they couldn't afford it. And he says, there is no Santa Claus, at least not in the way they have been led to believe. Usually the truth hurts, but in this case it is much more wonderful. We're all Santas, you see. We all have magic. The pretend Santa gets to work only one day a year, but we, the real ones, we get to work every day. We get to spread joy. We get to give gifts. We get to help those who need help and plant smiles where there are frowns. There is magic in this world, I will say. And I thought that was just wonderful. And every single chapter is like that. It's like um, um, every chapter is dedicated to a different situation or a different person that he meets. Although there are some things that I disagree with in this book, and let me tell you which one it was, because I wrote it. I was starting to get a little bit mad at it, but I was like, I'm just enjoying my time with this book. There's no need to get mad at one, like a single thing that's written in it. So it says, like, he's about to lose his job, and then he reflects on his previous jobs and says, I missed the information, the informality, the closeness, and the money wasn't altogether awful. It paid the bills. In the end, that's all that matters, isn't it? Well, no, not to me. I mean, I can't really agree with this, but that's okay. I don't need to agree with everything that's said in a book. A very, very good read. I forgot to mention that this is actually Christian fiction, so it's like religious fiction, but it really works if you, I think you'll enjoy it even if you're not religious at all. It's just a nice perspective, and it's just a book about hope. So if you like that, you'll enjoy this. This was Carol. I mean, Charles Dickens is giving me life. I love this. I listened to Katie's analysis on Stave 2, and it was beautiful. It was wonderful. And now I'm like halfway through Stave 3, and I'm really enjoying it. I can see how much character development there is in this book, and I love it. And yes, I think I will. This is where I'll stop my vlog, so you won't really see you won't hear my final thoughts on this book, but I'll definitely include them in the wrap up, in the December wrap up. So, oh, and another Christmassy wintry read I want to get to this December is in a Holidaze by Christina Lauren. I recently watched Midnight Reader's thoughts on this book, and I still want to read it because she said, like, she gave it, I think, 4 jingle bells because it was really Christmassy. It's really Christmassy. But she said there's a time loop here, and she thinks that the time loop is not utilized to its fullest. Like, they didn't really take full advantage of the time loop. And we'll see what I think. I'll tell you about it in my December wrap up, as I mentioned. So, yes, but this arrived yesterday, so I just wanted to give you an update. And that is it. Thank you so much for watching this vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. It's my first one, so I'll appreciate your thoughts on it. Yeah, well, why am I doing this? No idea. Yeah. So have a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye.